Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Monday. It's a beautiful day here in Charleston again. Seems like that's pretty much the norm here, and just getting out to run a few errands here, and then kind of knock off ship's work here in a little bit. But anyways, you guys may, or probably more likely, did not really notice that I kind of unplugged and kind of kept a minimal social media presence over the weekend here, and it's I thought I would kind of miss it, and I planned on doing a little bit of I'll call it a social media fast over this past weekend, just to kind of hit the reset button and maybe gain a little bit of perspective on how much I'm relying on social media, and I do tend to post a lot just to kind of get my message out there and put myself out there a little bit. And really, the biggest thing I learned is that I'd really noticed how much I was thinking about capturing a picture just to capture it so I could post it on social media. It's like I kept thinking to myself, I gotta take this picture. This could be a learning lesson, and a lot of those certainly are valuable, but the bigger picture here is I was focused on that one little aspect instead of enjoying the entire moment over the weekend. And it was a really awesome weekend. My wife and I and daughter, we went to a little mermaid party on Saturday at one of the plantations here, and just I didn't have to worry about I certainly took some pictures and whatnot, but I didn't have to worry about being on my phone all day making a post and all that stuff. And I really think it's valuable, whether it's with social media, or even if you're a big video game player, or if you even if you have something that's not on social media, maybe take a break from one of your hobbies and take a step back and gain another perspective, and see maybe how much you possibly could be using that hobby or that activity as maybe an escape, or maybe even a coping mechanism. I'm sure there's some people who come on social media and just they might be having a bad time and just want to kind of zone out for a bit, which every now and again perhaps that is something that might be useful to you, but if you find yourself constantly doing that, I think maybe you could be using social media and or other activities as a bit of a crutch, or a way to escape reality, which in my opinion is never good. I think you need to stay connected to reality at pretty much 99.99999% of the time. So yeah, you need to my main message here is set aside some time to unplug for a bit. Put away the phone. Sometimes that might just be an hour at night. I try to stay off my phone for a certain period of time every single night, so that I can pay close attention to my wife and daughter, and what's going on around the house, and stay in tune with them. Or you may need to take it a step further and stay off of social media for an entire weekend. I know my friend Aaron Dokas, he was off social media for several months, and it's done him a world of good. So that's my point. Set aside some intentional time to unplug, maybe hit the reset button a little bit, and if you do that, I'd be curious to hear what you guys learn from that experience, like I did. Feel free to maybe from the point where you watch this video until 24 hours later, maybe just unplug for a little bit and see what happens. And if you do that, come back and leave a comment, leave us a lesson learned here, or if someone who's constantly on their phone, see they're buried in their phone constantly, maybe you should share this message with them, perhaps. And if you're catching the replay, make sure you hit hashtag replay, and If you're catching live, let me know that you're here like my mom did. And I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate you tuning in.